Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. Tariff tensions, Biden's Chinese EV tariff bombshell, AI revolutionizing drug discovery success rates, and the growing pains of renewable energy. Plus, THC potency peaks according to DEA, Bitcoin's potential windfall amid U.S. fiscal dominance and Trump victory speculations. In market news, Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow celebrate a strong week as CPI data looms large. Cannabis rescheduling stalls out for 2021, a Seeking Alpha survey insight. And finally, Bristol Myers Opdivo hits a roadblock in Phase 3 lung cancer study. Stay tuned after this short ad break to delve deeper into these headlines. The plan of the Biden administration to raise tariffs on electric vehicles from China is influencing the stock values of Chinese automobile manufacturers such as Li Auto, NIO Incorporated, Xpeng, and BYD. The objective behind this move is to safeguard the U.S. electric vehicle industry from less expensive imports originating from China. This decision comes after a reassessment of earlier America First tariffs and will also impact critical minerals, solar products, and batteries that are sourced from China.
Findings from the Boston Consulting Group indicate that molecules discovered through artificial intelligence can achieve a success rate of 80 to 90% in Phase 1 clinical trials. This conclusion is drawn from data gathered from over 100 biotech firms specializing in AI. These firms, in collaboration with their pharmaceutical partners, have successfully advanced 75 molecules into clinical trials by the year 2023. The overall success rate of clinical trials could potentially improve to between 9 and 18% with the use of AI, which could effectively double the research and development productivity within the pharmaceutical industry.
In 2020, there was a significant increase in global renewable energy by 30%, with clean generation experiencing an almost 40% rise, as reported by Embers Global Electricity Review. Despite this positive trend, the demand surge also led to a boost in fossil fuel consumption. Currently, over 100 countries are generating more than 30% of their electricity from renewable sources. In fact, for a total of 69 nations, renewables account for over half of their electricity production. However, it's important to note that despite these advancements, wind and solar power did not meet projected targets due to various factors such as reduced sunlight levels in China and underreporting issues in certain countries.
The Drug Enforcement Agency has reported a 21% rise in THC levels in marijuana from the year 2021 to 2022, hitting an all-time high of 16%. The agency is issuing warnings about potential risks, particularly when it comes to edibles that are consumed by children. Despite the majority of cannabis being grown locally, there is still a thriving black market with significant trafficking carried out by Mexican cartels and Asian crime groups. The DEA is advocating for the rescheduling of marijuana from being a Schedule 1 to becoming a Schedule 3 controlled substance.
The escalating threat of fiscal dominance in the United States, marked by a rise in debt and deficits, might enhance Bitcoin's worth, according to Jeff Kendrick from Standard Chartered. He proposes that a victory for Trump in the elections could also favor digital assets due to potentially relaxed regulations. Fiscal dominance has the potential to weaken central banks' grip on inflation and could result in dwindling trust in the U.S. Treasury market, thereby making Bitcoin an appealing hedge.
On Friday, there was a minor rise in U.S. stocks, largely driven by the anticipation of interest rate reductions. However, consumer sentiment experienced a downturn, reaching its lowest point in 6 months due to escalating inflation expectations. The Nasdaq Composite saw a slight dip while both the S&P 500 and Dow Jones Industrial Average recorded small increases. Despite these fluctuations, Wall Street concluded higher in the preceding session as increased wagers for Federal Reserve interest rate cuts were made following weak labor market data.
Reports from the latter part of April hinted at a possible reclassification of marijuana by the Drug Enforcement Administration, or DEA. The suggestion was to move it from being a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 controlled substance. However, according to a survey conducted by Seeking Alpha, this process might take more time than initially anticipated. This shift could potentially provide tax benefits for operators across multiple states and simplify cannabis research. Yet, both the DEA and President Biden have not made any public comments regarding this matter. Wall Street is also showing signs of caution due to potential legal obstacles and uncertainties surrounding implementation.
Bristol Myers Phase 3 trial of two drugs, Opdivo and Yervoy, aimed at treating advanced lung cancer, did not achieve its main objective of halting disease progression. This research was conducted to compare the efficacy of these medications with AstraZeneca's drug named durvalumab. The patients involved in the study were those diagnosed with unresectable stage 3 non-small cell lung cancer.
And that's a wrap on today's The Daily Business and Finance Show. Keep innovating, stay invested, and we'll meet again tomorrow for your daily dose of business insights. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. It's been a pleasure, until we meet again tomorrow. This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.